I told you that you don't need to go through all the different levels to reach World 8? Your princess is not in a different castle. She's right here, right in front of you. There is a warp zone. Grab your guitar. I'm going to show you how you can reach level 8 without going through all the difficult, painful jumps and hoops. It's very simple. Let's get started right after this. Hi, my name is David. Welcome to the Wallerman Guitar Artistry, which is all about helping guitar players around the world develop their musical personality. Today, we are in the key of, suspense, E Ionian, a major scale. We're not in Dorian today. E Ionian, which is a 7-note scale, and we're gonna try to actively practice over this musical bed to develop our musical personality. And there is a fundamental difference between what I call passive practicing and active practicing. Today is about active practicing. Most of the lessons on the channel are about active practicing. So let's make that differentiation really quick. Passive practice is the kind of practice that you're mindlessly doing, you know, you're watching your favorite show, Netflix, and you're just spending time on your instrument, and that, you know, your fingers are kind of moving on their own. That's good. It strengthens that bond between yourself and the guitar. You should do that. But you're not really going to develop your personality by doing that. The way that you can advance and apply concepts to your playing so that you really become part of you is by doing active practicing. Your mind needs to be engaged with what you're playing, and that's the essential thing in this lesson. We are in E Ionian, and we're going to try to break the habit. We're going to try to embed into our fingers new positions, new ways of relating with the neck. And for that, we're going to stop seeing the scale, the full scale, as positions, slices of the fretboard. Positions really are just slices of the fretboard. Positions are really a guitar thing that aims to help guitar players who are starting out memorize the fretboard. So if we're in E Ionian, which we are, we can map out over the full fretboard that E Ionian scale. We're going to have a lot of different possible frets to be played. These frets are all part of the E major scale, E Ionian mode, which is 7 notes. So in essence, we just have 7 notes regardless of where we are. But it's overwhelming to see all that, so we're dividing the fretboard into more or less equal sections. 5 if you're a caged player, 7 if you're a 3-note per string player, but we just divide the fretboard into a more manageable, more digestible way. But we're really just playing E Ionian. So the problem with seeing the fretboard in positions is that we get locked into patterns and scales and licks, and it's hard to get out of sometimes. Let's go to our backing track here. If I play something like this, that was really from the passive practice. My fingers are just going over the licks. Kind of automatic, right? And that's the passive practice. I'm not really developing anything. So instead of seeing this, which was from that box, that pattern, the major pentatonic box in this position, I'm going to start with a note that I might know will work, maybe an E, because we're in E, so E here. And I'm just going to imagine la da da and try to replicate that. So I did it right away here, but for those just starting out with this thing, it might sound like you've got the idea ba da ba da, and it might sound it's not quite that. Da, da, ba. Fix it. Ba, da, ba. Okay, just a few notes. Ba, da, ba. Then we're gonna break that, and we're gonna try to visualize a note within the area of the fretboard that we're in. So yes, we're still in the box position thing, but we're gonna visualize it first on a different string, different fret. Da, da, ba. And let's say that I'm visualizing this fret here, the 4th string. 4th fret. Okay, so I've got da da ba. I'm connected mentally. My inner ear is connected with what I'm playing. Da da ba. And I'm gonna aim for this note right here, which I haven't played yet, and I'm gonna try to sing it. I know that it's lower than this note. Da da ba. I'm just gonna go for it. Ba da ba ma. Yes, I got it. Okay, but yours might be da da ba ba. No, fix it. That connection between what you're hearing and what you're playing is the most important thing that you can do on guitar. If you can replicate whatever you're singing, then the source of musical ideas is really endless. It's within you. Whatever you hear, you're going to digest that musically and bring it out from your heart. If you can replicate that on your instrument, then your playing is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazingly connected with who you are. So that's really what it is. We're not thinking in terms of boxes. We're thinking in terms of, I'm imagining the note, I'm executing the note. If it's wrong, that is completely okay. Your fingers are going to fix that. Learn how to fix it. And it's almost as if, it's a weird thing, but it's almost as if your fingertips have memory, finger memory. Right? They really do. They will adapt automatically. And this is done all the time. Habits are formed by, sometimes, not always, but sometimes you process something and now you know how to do it. That's how you learn how to run, right? You don't have to think about everything involved, but when you're a kid, you have to. You trial and error and you fix it. Your body fixes the way that you're carrying yourself, your balance and all that, and now it's natural. Exactly the same thing is done on the instrument. A step further from that would be to simply take that idea where you play a few notes, and now instead of playing a note that is within the pattern, within the shape, within the area of the fretboard that you're operating in, pick another one that is outside. Maybe this one right here, 4th fret, 7th string. That's quite away from this zone of the fretboard. I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to imagine it. So I've got da-da-bum. I'm going to say that this note right here is bum. I have no idea. La. You see? I promise. This was not planned. I was able to do this. I wish I didn't, because then I would fix it and show you the process, but you just adapt. But the more you do this, the more natural it is, and the more you'll be able to just hear it, play it, and if you're right, you're right, and your musicality is really going to be enhanced like that. That's the exercise that I have for you today. This track and the charts can be downloaded for free, but the charts are only there for reference. Really, it's a mental game, and the progress you'll make if you do 10 minutes of this every day is going to be phenomenal. I promise you. It's an active act of practicing, and it's going to make a huge difference in your playing. Well, that's what I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching this. This backing track that is free is a part of a full pack called the One Chord Backing Track Pack. It's available on my website. Check it out. I'll leave a link below, but for now, download these charts and get practicing. All right, if you haven't subscribed yet, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a new video day on the channel. Practice well, everyone. I'll see you next time.